Back to attitude, though. Stanford did a study that 87.5% of our success is derived from our positive attitude. 12.5% is from the people that we know and the education that we get. I hear speakers say all the time, and authors, attitude is everything. They're dead wrong. Attitude is the most important thing. Attitude is what drives cultures, what drives success within organizations. As I train companies around the country, it comes from the top, the leadership. I can tell when I walk into an organization just by the way they greet me, by the way they answer my questions, by the way they talk to me. I can tell the attitude of their leadership. I can tell the culture within what they have. Now, Webster states that attitude is the way we think or feel about someone or something. I think it's more than that. I think it's about being strong-minded. I think it's about being inspirational. I think it's about being responsible, dedicated, and disciplined on the success that you want to get. But have you ever noticed on our way to success, whatever success that we're looking for, or whatever success that we're trying to drive within our organizations, that somewhere along the way we have negative events, negative circumstances, challenges, setbacks. We have things that arise, and sometimes we don't know how to handle them. But the number one definition, I think, or the number one trait from a positive attitude is the way we respond to things. Charles Swindoll said it best. Life is 10% what happens and 90% how we respond to it. And I'll give you the best example. I live in Covington, Louisiana, right across the lake. At the time, I lived in Mandeville. We just moved. But if you are familiar with that area, there is a little McDonald's right there on Highway 22. And every single morning, well, let me ask you this. Who are my coffee drinkers in here? Give me a high raise of hands. Come on. Got to have your coffee before you even breathe in the morning, huh? I used to stop at my Starbucks, and then my wife stopped me. We have a 3-year-old, and she told me no more $5 lattes. That's diaper money, all right? So I had to go back to McDonald's, which is my favorite. But I'll tell you, this one particular morning, I had to stop. I stopped at McDonald's to grab my coffee, and I'm so glad that I did. As I pulled up, there was about 10 cars in line. And when I pulled up, I was like, you know what, I'm kind of in a rush a little bit. I'm just going to park and go in. So this one particular morning, I did that. As I walked in, I'm so glad that I did. There was a lady opening the door saying, thank you for coming. Glad that you came. Please come back. Can't wait to see you again. See you tomorrow. See you next week. Now, this is about 7 in the morning, and I'm walking in going, is this McDonald's or Ruth's Chris? I was very confused until I, grabbed my coffee. So what I actually did was I went and sat in the corner of the restaurant. That quick, this lady's attitude, her smile, changed my attitude, changed my smile. And so I sat in the corner and I watched her, and she's walking around the restaurant. She's talking to everybody and laughing and cutting up. And she finally gets to me. She says, hi, my name is Miss Janine. I said, hi, my name is Ryan. She said, Mr. Ryan, do you mind if I sweep underneath your table? I said, no, go right ahead. So I lift my legs up. And I said, you've got a great attitude today. What's going on? She said, God's got me on this great green earth and everything's going great. So just like that, I mean, my attitude. You ever hear smiles and attitudes are contagious? Absolutely. So I'm sitting there and she walks off and she's talking to everyone. So I decide that I walked up to her. My book had just come out right around this time. And I walked up to her and said, Miss Janine, do you like books? She goes, absolutely, Mr. Ryan, I love books. So I said, look, I have a book and I have a Get Off Your Attitude bracelet. I would love to give you one as a gift. Do you mind following me out to the car? I'll sign it for you, and I know you got to get back to work. She said, absolutely. So we walk out to the car, and I'm signing the book, and I'm talking to her, and I ask her again, why do you have such a wonderful attitude? What's going on? And I'll tell you, she gave me some answers that I wasn't ready for. First, she tells me that she left her husband after 20 years. He verbally, physically, and mentally abused her. But she's just started her new job. She opened up her first checking account and just bought herself a new car. And I'll tell you, I started to really tear up. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of going, oh my gosh. Well, then as I'm signing, I said, you know what, Miss Janine, it was so great to meet you. I said, I wish I could take you with me, bottle you up, and bring you to all my presentations. I would love to share, what a positive attitude is. And she gave me 2 more answers that I wasn't ready for as well. We got to talking a little bit more, and she says, well, Mr. Ryan, I can't read, but I'll have someone read your book to me. Then she tells me that she lives in the car that she just bought. Could you imagine living in your car? I know that I couldn't. See, I share that story with you because that is what a positive attitude is about. It's about taking what life throws at you and responding with a positive manner, right? How many of you, and please don't point, but you work with someone and they stub their toe and they've got to talk about it for 3 hours when they get to the office, right? But knowing her or meeting her, I would have never known what she was going through. I would have never known what that's about. And let me tell you, that is what a professional, positive attitude is.